Garbage! Garbage, refuse or trash. Waste, an unusable or unwanted substance or material such as a waste product. Landfill, a disposable site where solid waste such as paper, glass, and metal is buried between layers of dirt and other materials in such a way to reduce contamination of the surrounding land. Modern landfills are often lined with layers of absorbent material and sheets of plastic to keep pollutants from leaking into the soil and water. The main cause of garbage production and garbage pollution in America is our overuse. Basically, we have too much garbage. We use too many resources without recycling and reusing, and have run out of space for all the trash. Americans make up 5% of the people on Earth and make almost 1/3 of the world's garbage. Some of the types of trash that you'll find in a landfill or that people produce are wrappings, bottles, boxes, cans, grass clippings, furniture, clothing, phone books, glass, aluminum, steel, paper, and metals, many of which could be recycled if properly put away. 1% of the nation's waste stream amounts to 2 million tons of trash each year. Most of this can be summarized by overconsumption and lack of reuse. The problem is only worsening. Americans' waste generation has increased from 3.66 to 4.43 pounds a day from 1980 to 2010. One of the effects of garbage production is that it is hazardous to health. It facilitates the spread of disease and it is sometimes cancerous. Additionally, garbage storage or landfills are an inefficient use of space. Waste in landfills can contaminate surface water, groundwater, soil, and air. One example of soil contamination can be seen in the EPA and state environmental agencies permitting highly questionable and controversial recycling and reuse of waste for alleged beneficial uses. One example is the land application of sewage sludge. Sewage sludge is the spreading of sewage material onto open fields. An example of groundwater contamination is landfill leakage into the aquifer. In 2008, a survey of landfills found that 82% of surveyed landfills had leaks. An example of how garbage contributes to air pollution are incinerators, which are a major source of 210 different dioxin compounds, plus mercury, cadmium, nitrous oxide, hydrogen chloride, sulfuric acid, fluorides, and particulate matter small enough to lodge permanently in the lungs. Waste incinerators create more CO2 emissions than coal, oil, or natural gas-fueled power plants. Waste treatment and disposal procedures produce significant levels of greenhouse gases, mostly methane, which causes global warming. There are many different solutions that are easy to implement as a method to curb garbage production. One solution is recycling. In 2009, the EPA concluded that as much as 42% of U.S. greenhouse emissions could be avoided through strategies like recycling and composting. Recycling saves 3 to 5 times the energy generated by waste-to-energy plants, even without the counted waste energy in burned materials. In 2010, nationally, we recycled and composted over 85 million tons of household waste, which is comparable to removing the emissions from over 36 million passenger vehicles. These are great benefits of recycling, but the ultimate benefits from recycling are cleaner land, air, and water, overall better health, and a more sustainable economy. Another solution is source reduction, which is the practice of using fewer materials to produce goods. An example is the new thinner water bottle Zephyrhills makes. To encourage source reduction among producers, the government offers tax breaks for more green methods of production. This practice is also used to encourage home builders to build greener houses, using fewer resources and thusly producing less waste. One more solution is reuse, a practice that reduces air and water pollution associated with making new products from raw materials by using old materials to manufacture new goods. Finally, a solution important for reducing garbage pollution in the future is education and awareness. The United States is working hard for a better future, with more communities working towards zero waste goals now than all of Europe. Every individual contributes to garbage production and pollution. We are all guilty of throwing away trash in the same way that we are all guilty of making purchases that come with layers upon layers of packaging. Very few people can boast that they actively compost all of their organic waste, and it is sometimes far too tempting not to find a place to recycle our bottles and instead throw them away. With the average American producing about 4.5 pounds of garbage every day, the first steps to reducing garbage production will be made by us, by me and you. Let's take steps today in making sure that we have a better tomorrow.